NBA presentation. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, inside they have Giannis and Turner, Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. And it's Rollins in at the 1. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Now here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Well, you have to love how Jaylen Brown keeps his attention on the rim. He doesn't let the defense change his shot.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. To the wing, right side. And here's Turner from the arc. They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston on offense. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they cross that line.
You have got to be a low-mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks. Here's
Rollins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Offensive board. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. And the Bucks miss again.
Yeah, tough start, 0 for 4. Just relax a little bit.
Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Antetokounmpo. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Brown gets the bucket.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. Pass to Kuzma. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Tatum looking it over. Now Brown, defended by Kuzma. White, the pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. And here's Brown for 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Rollins passes to Turner. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo outside. This one for 3. Boston with a rebound. Last time they met in Boston.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
And here's Milwaukee now. The Celtics making their last shot. On the wing, Kuzma. And the layup falls.
I'll tell you clearly, this guy has found his rhythm. He's attacking with confidence early.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Leading by 5. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Brown. From outside the arc, that falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Brown's got 16 points now.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, here now, the league's top rebounders over the past month. In the third spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
The Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Turner. Good work there as it goes.
And Turner scoring buckets inside. He is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
Tatum gets the bucket.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 17 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Not to mention the assists he piled up. You can see why his teammates like playing with him.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
And he's good on the second.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
White on the wing. Right side Brown. Let's go with a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Turner. Now Trent takes the 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. Kuzma against Brown. And Vucevic gets it to go on the assist from Brown.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Kuzma doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's White after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Pritchard. Here's White. The 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And it's Trent penetrating. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
A different look for Milwaukee. Thomas, he's checked in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. And Boston with some changes. Here's Shireman. Out to the right wing. Here's Walsh. Here's Hauser. They get it back. Here's Cato. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Now here's Turner. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Here's Shireman. He's guarded by Porter. Hauser outside. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Pass to Gonzalez. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Turner. Bucks trail by 8. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thomas. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
And here's Hauser. To the inside. Here's Shireman. Here's Gonzalez. Thomas defends. Pass to Walsh. Beyond the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Bucks shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. On the wing, Kuzma. There's the three. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Prince comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And he nails the third.
Well, Kuzma is a guy who possesses some of the traits you want. Fearless shooter, size on the wing, and willing to mix it up a little bit on the glass.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Kuzma. 6 points for him. He takes it in, and it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Punch it home off the bounce, Kyle Kuzma. That's playing with force, folks.
On the wing, Hauser. Here's Walsh, defended by Kuzma. Here's Gonzalez. Banked it in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 8.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Kuzma for 3. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for Boston. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the 3-point arc.
Kevin Porter is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Prince. And it's Jang in at power forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And the free throw, no good. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Celtics lead by 8. To the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Boston has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Gonzalez passes to Brown. Down low. Here's Keita. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And it's a 10-point Boston lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Back to Porter. To the middle. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. Here's Gonzalez. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And they're on the break. Let's take a look at the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, Take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jang. Trent comes in for Prince. And it's Rollins in for Porter Jr.
Well, you love the strong finish by Cam Thomas. So good when he's getting to his game with assertiveness.
Pass to Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Thomas, that's good.
You just can't let Cam Thomas get that kind of position. It's playing with fire. He's got such a knack to score it.
Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Walsh. Puts up a 3. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Portis. And he banks in the layup. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Outside, Brown. Inside, here's Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. To the paint. Tipped. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Tatum, coming off a 22-point game against Philadelphia.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by Boston. Antetokounmpo outside with the 7-footer. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Here's Gonzalez, averaging around 5 points a game. Five on the clock. There's Tatum with the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 5 points.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
Here's Rollins. No points yet. Pass to Thomas. Antetokounmpo inside. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Brown. Give him 23. Brown catches in. A terrific finisher inside.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Milwaukee making some changes. Miles Turner comes in for Portis. And it's Kyle Kuzma in for Thomas. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Here's Rollins. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Turner passes to Trent. Antetokounmpo outside. The shot, no good. Nice D from Tatum. Boston leading by 14. Brown passes to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Vucevic against Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Pass to Trent. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And he's all alone. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Here's Antetokounmpo. An easy two on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
Tatum passes to Brown. From the arc. And the Celtics another three.
Another triple for him. His fourth of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Inside. Nice shot by Turner. Give him 8.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
Outside Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Tatum from long range. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Now shooting the 3-ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Now Trent. Kuzma, the pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Now here's Vucevic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. White can't hit. The Bucks trail by 21. Here's Rollins. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Outside Tatum. Pulls it. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Boston out in front, up 19. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
The Bucks trail by 19. On the floor for Boston. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And he lobs it up to the rim! And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Boston Celtics. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Now here's Pritchard. Up top, Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Now here's White. Yet to see a basket. Brown, that's good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Bucks have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Rollins. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists tonight. Celtics lead by 20. Here's Brown. And Turner with the block.
Boy, Turner's such a strong rim protector. This guy has such a big-time impact on that end.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. It's hauled in by White.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
Pritchard finds Vucevic. Outside Tatum. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
On the money with the jumper. Trent's got his second basket on the night.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Brown inside, defended by Kuzma. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 12 points in the game.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Pass to Vucevic. There's Tatum with the 3. And the 3-pointer goes. 15 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, let's take a minute now to see which point guards have been shooting the best from the free throw line during the last month of play. And you look at Pritchard, so consistent from the line, putting him in the 3 spot.
This is just one of the things you want out of your point guard. Reliability at the charity stripe.
You know, but even so, don't take for granted what this group has done at the free throw line. They deserve a ton of credit for the work they've put in to achieve that level of consistency and excellence.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
White, good.
Derek White, tremendous finisher in the painted area, just drops it in softly.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Down low. Here's Vucevic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
You've got to be careful how you guard Nikola Vucevic. This guy is so good at forcing the defense to hit him on the way to the cup.
So he gets them both.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
Kuzma outside. Offline with a three. Celtics lead by 21. Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
Boston has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Tatum, and here's White. Launches a three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds in the game. Vucevic with a steal. Brown, no good. Kuzma outside. Three-pointer, no good.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Tatum can't hit.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Rebounded by the Celtics. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Takes a three. Counted from distance. Brown's got 34.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Rollins, no good. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Now here's Turner. He's got 12. Kuzma outside. Turner, a screen on Brown. Kuzma for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, his struggles this quarter is not helping them right now. They may need to start going to somebody else on the offensive end.
To the inside. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. And slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Thomas comes in for Trent. Boston leading by 23.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Keita. To the middle. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got his first basket.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Thomas. Fires the 3. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hauser outside. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Shireman. Knocks down the long J. Shireman's got 5 points in the quarter.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Back to Kuzma. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Thomas misses. Boston's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Hauser outside. Pass to Keita. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. And here's Portis. Thomas outside. 23 seconds left in the third. Shot to stop the run, and he hits the jumper. Thomas has got 9 points.
A walking bucket. That is Cam Thomas.
Pass to Walsh. Here's Hauser. For three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Celtics delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Brown. What a terrific move that is. Brown's got 36 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Porter, the pass to Prince, to the right side. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defense right on him. And here's Porter outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Brown against Thomas. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now, relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Now here's Brown. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Count it. Antetokounmpo has got 4 points this quarter.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Brown. The doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Here's Brown. It doesn't go for him. Thomas with the defensive effort. For Milwaukee, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. And that one drops.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And the Bucks making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Walsh. Now here's Brown. Uncovered. It's good. Brown's got 40 points.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Thomas from the arc. Drops in the 3.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Now here's Tatum. Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. 42 points for Jaylen Brown.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Tatum from long range. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Here's Shireman. He's guarded by Porter. And here's Brown for three. No luck on that one. The Bucks trail by 21. The drive by Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
And how fun is it watching Porter Jr. punch it in, leaving no room for error on the drive.
Tatum inside. Antetokounmpo's there. To the left side wing. Pass to Brown. Thomas with a steal. Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 12 now in this quarter.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside, Brown. Here's the three. Rebounded by Kuzma. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. The shot's good.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Celtics lead by 15. Here's Keita. Outside, Brown. JB off the bounce. And no good. The dry spell continues. Right side, Porter. Thomas outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Down low. Here's Portis. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Gonzalez on the money from 12 feet away. And the Celtics lead by 17. To the inside. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Throw down from Kyle Kuzma, a level of aggression.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And some changes here for the Bucks. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Thomas. And it's Rollins in for Porter Jr. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching his team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. And count it.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Oh, the shot is off.
That's an example of good offense, but better defense.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Tatum to the rack and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Quick two, all net.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
Outside Tatum. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the jam.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth. Tatum. Cleared away by Kuzma.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Now Antetokounmpo. Outside Kuzma. Fires the three. That's all.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
40 seconds left in the game. Tatum fires. No good from three.
This is what you call trying to shoot your way out of a slump, and I'm not sure that's the best approach right now.
Antetokounmpo. Ooh, using two hands to power it down.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Timeout called, Milwaukee. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Jams it home!
You want the answer? Can Miles Turner make tough shots in big moments? That's a definitive yes.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Trent! Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This is what we would call a hot spot, particularly if Gary Trent Jr. is the shooter.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. White! And he nails it!
The D a little bit too concerned about the ball going inside on the inbound play. They forgot to guard that perimeter.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.